We are in the Royal Pavilion Gardens in Brighton, in the grounds of the Royal Pavilion, outside the gorgeous Brighton Dome, where ABBA had their Eurovision win in 1974. So it makes sense to be doing a show in Brighton for the Brighton Fringe Festival that is celebrating the ABBA songbook.
Chiquitita, tell me what's wrong.
I first heard them when I was 5, and I was sat cross-legged in front of my grandmother's record player at my grandma's house, and I was sucking on an ice pop, and I still remember how I felt when I first heard that record and what that ice pop tasted like. Sat this fat little shy effeminate kid, just totally transfixed by those voices and by that sound that they had, and it was the first pop music I ever heard, and it was just my gateway into music, and I fell in love with them completely, and pop music in general. It was my way in which it was transformed my life. It's been my life since.
I must have left my house at 8 because I always do.
It's like an emotional sugar rush. It's like confectionery. There's a sweetness to it, but there's also a melancholy to it that I've always been drawn to. Swedish noir, that they have going on underneath, beneath the disco veneer, which I think's cool.
And after fights and words of violence, we make up with each other the way old friends do.
I have made an album of ABBA covers called The Way Old Friends Do, which is the same name as the show, which is a little mini album of 7 ABBA tracks. Some of the songs on the album are a little more obscure, but there's a couple of the more well-known songs in there as well, like The Winner Takes It All and Chiquitita and The Day Before You Came, and those songs will be in the show, plus all the hits that people want to hear, like Dancing Queen and Fernando and SOS and all that. So hopefully there's something for everybody in there.
I don't want to talk if it makes you feel sad, and I understand.
It's me on lead vocals, but we have a 5-piece band with fabulous Brighton musicians, including Paul Diallo, who is quite a well-known Brighton-based artist, and he is doing harmonies with me, and he's got a very high voice, and I've got kind of a low raspy voice, so the blend of those two, we're kind of trying to blend those two in the same way that the ABBA girls did, even though that we don't sound like them.
The winner takes it all. The winner takes it all.
And also in the band we have Ben Jones, who is piano player for Alice Russell, and he is phenomenal. We have my dear friend Ross Devlin on guitar, and we have Robin Squirrel on cello of Being Jack Rabbit fame. The band is fantastic, and I'm so honoured and humbled that people of that calibre, want to be doing this with me. I'm really chuffed about that. Fringe is so important to Brighton as a city, and we are so lucky to have it, and it needs to be supported. It cannot, the Fringe cannot die, because it's just such a vibrant, wonderful, beautiful thing that we have here every year, and I'm so thrilled to be a part of it. And this show, we put the show together last year, it got cancelled, and then we could start rehearsals again, and then lockdown happened, so it's been stop, start, and it's been a bit of an ordeal. But we have worked too hard on it not to get it on the stage. So even if the audiences are less because of restrictions, etc., we're still going to do it, and it's going to be great.
I was much ago, with a surge of that well-known sadness, and
We are performing at the Brunswick in Hove, Holland Road in Hove. Gorgeous venue, another venue that is so important to music in the city that that we have to support. Come and see us do our thing. It's going to be great.
really entering a world.
If you would like to find out more about me or my music, please go to alanbonnermusic.com, or you can find me on Spotify, where my full discography is on there, and Facebook and Instagram and all those other places.